Hello everybody, this is Howard the Teaserking coming to you with week 4 of college football. It's amazing how quick the week goes, the games come, you study them, starting Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and here we're getting ready for this weekend. So I got two really strong games going, I'll give you right now. I'm not sure how many locks I'll have, probably two, maybe three teams that I can lock. There's a lot of good plays. Last week my locks won easily. Washington State big over Oregon State, Utah big over San Jose State, Baltimore big over Cleveland in the pros, and then the over in the Atlanta Green Bay game got there about the end of the third quarter. Huge week last week. I was 9-1 in my college I was like 17-2 when I just looked at the games that I liked Oregon over Wyoming. I didn't play it, but I picked it. So I was like 17-2 in total, but 8-1 on the site on the games. Some nice dogs in Purdue and Vanderbilt winning, and just Virginia Tech, and it was a really big week, which was good. Back on track, everything's looking good. In the pros, I was, I believe, 9-1. So it made me 17-3 in my picks, and like 26-3 picking all the games, but only not playing all of them. So it was a really strong week. I feel much better about the pros. That first week, you really were blinded. You had really no idea. But in week 2, now you got, okay, New England's New England, and you know better what to do. The teams are now into it, and now you have some stats, and now you can get a much better feel for it. So college, I'm really, really strong. Really, even week 2, I was a little bit weak, but I still did good. Week 1 was good. Week 3 was really good, and now I've got it down. I know pretty much the weak teams and how to hammer them with the stronger teams. So let's give you a few games here. Navy laying 11 to Cincinnati. I really like Navy here laying the 5. Cincinnati just has a weak quarterback and a weak offense. Their defense, I'm not sure. Michigan kind of, took them out and still fumbled at the goal line, fumbled at the 25, and then muffed a punt. And Cincinnati lost by like 20 there. I just think Navy gets it rolling. I love their offense. I love their defense. They're a really good team. The only team that really bothers Navy is a team with a strong defense, like a Temple last year, not this year. When they play Army or Tulane or Air Force, because they run the same offense, then it becomes an under and a lower scoring game. Navy can't put up that 40 or 50 they did against Florida Atlantic because since they practice the same offense, they see it, so when they get in the game, they already know what to do. But only those teams that run that offense can really defend it. Cincinnati, I just don't see, and I don't see they have the offense. It's not like they got Josh Rosen, so if they get behind, they can, put up the points. They don't have a good quarterback, Cincinnati. So if Navy starts putting it on there and they get up 20, Cincinnati's not coming back. And Navy's not stopping. So really like Navy laying the 5 in that game. Anything under a touchdown here is definitely worth a nice sized bet. And my second game is going to be the Tulane Army game. Tulane's laying 2, but I don't care about that. I'm looking at that over under 45.5. This is a game, like I just said, Tulane has the Georgia Southern coach, and Georgia Southern runs the Navy and Army offense, the triple option. So what you have here is Tulane they played Navy a couple weeks ago, and I laid away from Navy because of this standpoint. I should have bet it under. It ended up being 23-21, so it was a 44. Army is not as explosive as Navy. They got good defense. Tulane's got a good defense. Oklahoma killed them, but Oklahoma throws the ball, and Tulane has no hope there. But in this situation, neither team really throws the ball. Both of them run the same offense. And the lesson learned is when you got teams like this playing each other, Army, Navy, always under. Navy, Air Force, Army, Air Force, those are under games. Tulane, Georgia Tech fall in the same category. I think even Georgia Southern runs it. So anytime you see they practice against it, they know how to defend it. You're not going to score 50 points on a team that knows your offense. So this is a very good underplay because they are the similar team. They both run that option offense, and they're not going to score a lot because they know how to defend it. So take Navy lane 5, take the Army Tulane game under 51. And anytime you see that, so if you're not used to playing it, like Cincinnati's not used to playing it, then you take the Army, the Navy, the Air Force. But when teams are used to it and they know how to defend it, then you go under with the game because they can't score. They're not going to throw a lot of balls, neither team. So you're going to run the clock, and you're going to, but at the end of the day, you're going under 50 points, which is going to be a lot in this game. Army doesn't score a lot anyway. Against Buffalo they didn't score. Buffalo seems to defend Army very well, so they must know how to defend it. But Army doesn't, or Buffalo doesn't run the triple option, but they do know how to defend it very well. So those are the two picks. I have another 2 overs, and I have another handful of strong games. Again, my system, not a system, it's just a new method of finding the really weak defenses and just pounding against them, and it was very successful last week with I've been doing it with West Virginia, Virginia Tech, and Oklahoma State, and West Virginia. So it's been very successful so far. Washington State last week, Oregon, Wyoming. It's funny, Wyoming you thought was going to be explosive with Josh Allen, and he's not doing anything this year. I think his name's Josh Allen. Or am I confusing him with Josh Rosen? No, I think their quarterback's Allen. But where you thought he was electric in a top draft pick, he's done very little. I think he got hurt in the Iowa game, and he's just not saying anything because they pounded him pretty good. I saw him land on his left shoulder, so he's probably playing injured. But Wyoming's not nearly what they should have been. So my locks last week were 4-0. I'm definitely, it was really hot last week, so I'm looking for another big week in the pros and the college. Again, you can buy the package for the year at a discount still, and you can certainly buy the week. Very strong week last week. I'm expecting it this week. Now that I'm getting more data, the teams are starting to play. They played 3 games, most of them. I now know what to expect. Like I said, like Wyoming, I thought was better, and then, here Cincinnati I see is not very good here. I can take advantage with Navy. Baylor, before the season, you didn't know what to expect. Now you got Baylor, you're like, they stink. They're terrible. Look at old Mississippi State, looks really good. Clemson, you wouldn't have thought were that good, is. So you're really getting a flavor of the team, and that's why I'm so successful at this. I don't have a predetermined team. I let the teams do their thing, and then I analyze it, and I go, oh, Baylor stinks this year. So I don't prejudge, I'm going to bet Baylor no matter what. Now I see they stink, I'll bet against them. They lost to Duke 28-14. Where's their offense? It's funny, I used to keep a trend of teams that were running the Baylor offense. Tulsa, Syracuse, Bowling Green. The Bowling Green coach went to Syracuse. And so I'm like, oh, they're running the Baylor offense. Now Baylor's not running the Baylor offense. It's so ironic, but Baylor's got nothing. They have no offense at all. It's just sad what happened to them and just how weak the program is. But anyway, good luck this week. Again, www.teaserking.com. Anybody wanting to play, 5-team, 16, 10-team teasers with me, all I ask is that you buy a package. You can buy the advisory or you can play the pro or the college. And then we can sit down and divvy it up. But I've a lot of my customers will say, who do you like? Monday night, who do you like? And I had the Lions under anyway, but they're like, oh, well, who do you like in the game? I said, we'll take the dog. But I didn't play the dog because I liked the under better. But basically, so if you have questions like that, you're a customer, just I'm happy to advise. Units, money management, things like that people really don't understand. For example, I played Washington State in 2 teasers. I played Utah in 2 teasers, Baltimore in 2 teasers. That's how you play teasers. When you find your strong game, you play it in multiple teasers. Then they win, you win 2, 3 teasers with them. That's how you do it. And that's always been, I've done that since 1977. With the Steelers and then Joe Montana. I'd probably put Joe Montana in 3 teasers, 4 teasers. I mean, it was like just, stealing all the Miami Hurricanes with Jimmy Johnson, Snellenberger. I mean, it's just, that's really how you play teasers. It's not, I'm going to play 2 teams and 2 other teams and 2 other teams for the same $50, $100, $200. It's find that team and pound it. And with that 6 points, like Baltimore laying 1 to Cleveland, oh my God, that was like, that was a lock. I mean, it was like, oh, they're not going to lose. They're at home and they own Cleveland. So anyway, plenty of games in college, plenty in pros. I can probably see 2 or 3 lock teams this week. It's just I'm not getting the right dog to lock it, so. Like Denver's at Buffalo, but Denver's laying 3. Buffalo's laying 3. Denver 9's a lock. So it's things like that. Anyway, have a good weekend, and I'm here. And please email me with questions. Again, I'll be putting the year at a discount if you want to still buy it. I'll probably be lowering it like in a couple of weeks as quarter of the season goes down. I'll definitely give discounts. Please email me, ask me. I'm here to make people money. Obviously, I'm in a business, so I need to make money, but that's what I'm here for. So, please feel free to email me. Just go to the site, and you'll get the email. Anyway, good luck to everybody. www.teaserking.com. Again, Navy laying the 5, go under with Army under 51. Thank you, everybody.